Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. You can tell I'm pretty excited today. I've got my Patrick Ta merch on, so you know that means it's a Patrick Ta video, and you know what's here. We have the brand new Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 Rose Eyeshadow Palette. Let's take a look at it here. Brand new, hot off the presses. We got the Ta flap. You know, you guys, I like to call the plastic flap that separates the powder from the cream in all Patrick Ta palettes. I like to call it the Ta flap. I'm trying to get that into the lexicon. My goal, if you're new to this channel, is to walk into a Sephora and hear a Sephora salesperson say, with no hint of irony, just move the Ta flap. I want it used wherever there's flaps. I know Natasha Denona did it first, but Denona flap doesn't sound good. So it's the Ta flap. So this has the Ta flap like we have come to expect from Patrick Ta. And we have these lovely powders, some of them duochrome. You'll see them in a moment. And we have some cream shadows here. So let's take care of some business and let's get into swatching and this demo. Spoiler alert, I love this. So if you've been waiting to run to the Sephora sale, just go ahead and start your cart while we talk here. It is linked below, of course. Let me just tell you two things really quickly. First, a shout out to my lovely friend Aileen over at A Merch Beauty. I have her channel linked below. You got to go check it out. We do have a lovely community of creators here on YouTube, and we do chat like around the water cooler. It's a digital water cooler, but a water cooler nonetheless. And we chat, and Aileen helped me out with some tech issues that I was having. So not only is she a good friend, she's a delightfully talented creator. Mwah! Thank you, Aileen. Go check out her channel below. She's got some really cool new stuff and great videos. You're missing out. She might be a newer channel, but she's a hot channel. Hot mama, Aileen. Thank you for your help, my friend. Okay, so we have lots and lots and lots of cool Sephora sale stuff coming in. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I am going to do an overall sale haul where you will see everything I got. I got a lot this year because there's a lot of new releases too. But I'm also going to do individual videos for all of the new releases so that you can kind of see them as they come out, because for instance, with this Patrick Ta palette, we're going to do swatches in studio lighting and outdoor lighting, and we're also going to do some comparison swatches, and I wanted to give it its time and not have an hour-long video. So each of the newer products that are out in time with the sale will get their own video, and then I'll kind of recap everything, including some non-new products that I picked up in the sale, okay? I hope you guys are all good with that. All right, let's talk about this. So this, of course, is the Major Dimension 2. This is the second installment in Patrick Ta's palette, soon-to-be Palette Dynasty. It's $68, and it follows, of course, the Major Dimension 1, which I am wiping, these fingerprint like crazy, which I'm trying to wipe off and not doing a very good job of. Here we go. So let's look at the two of them side by side. Of course, you know that the first one, here is the first one, much more tans and neutrals. This is the first palette. Also has the Ta flap. My Ta flap was broken in my blush palette. Very sad. A broken Ta flap is no good to anyone, huh? And here is the brand new one. Okay, so here we have Major Dimension 2. Again, this is the Rose palette, $68. The shades, let me hold them up next to each other. I did not swatch compare these. I don't know if that was remiss of me. This is the new one, shaking it up and down here. Here is the first. Happy to do some swatch comparisons of that over on Instagram. I actually did not pre-prepare that. I just didn't think it was necessary. These are browns, these are roses. But let me tell you what I did do. Let's first go to the swatches of just this brand new Major Dimension 2 palette on my arm here in studio lighting. Check it out right now and see what you think. Beautiful. And we've got some duochrome powders in there. I don't know if the lighting is picking up on that, but they are absolutely lovely. By the way, in the swatch, I'll just make sure that it stays on long enough for you to see. I did the first two swatches are the cream in the palette, which we're going to talk about how to use in a moment, and I'll show you in the demo. First two are the cream. Then I go into the powder shades in order, just so you are not confused there. And then let's take this palette outside into the warm California sunshine. Show you my duckies are here. We got 2 male mallards. They always come for spring, visit for a few months, and then leave, and then come back the next year. That's how I know spring is here. So those are my 2 mallards, Ian and I believe his son. I don't know, I'm guessing. And here is our lovely Patrick Ta palette on my arm. Gosh, it is just gorgeous. These are very, very deep shades. When Pillow Talk Dreams was released a few days ago from Charlotte Tilbury, I had a lot of you in comments telling you that you felt the Pillow Talk Dreams was a little bit of a deep palette for your coloring. And it may be, and in fact, this is a very deep, saturated color story as well. And it does beg to be compared to the new Charlotte Tilbury. I'm actually going to compare it to 2 different palettes. These are requests. Some of you guys are so sharp. You know when I'm going to be getting something in, so you put in a pre-request for a comparison. I'm happy to do that. Absolutely happy to do that. So let's take a look at it. The 2 pre-requests I got were for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Dreams, which is also brand new, and I hear through the grapevine will be available at some point during the Sephora sale. We'll see if that's true. And of course, the Natasha Denona Midi Retro palette. Yeah, I see it for sure. Let me show you them first in the pan. Let me see if I got enough hands here. I swear, if I were an octopus, this would be so much easier. So here is the, let's do this one at a time. Here is the retro. I understand the other is out of frame. Here is the retro and the brand new Patrick Ta. And then we have the brand new Charlotte Tilbury and the Patrick Ta. And what I mean by deep is these Charlotte Tilbury shades are swatched very deep and apply to the eyes very deep. They blend beautifully, but I did find the same thing with this Patrick Ta palette. Whereas this, his first one, this is not the new one, this is the first one, had a lot of very subtle shades and a few deeper, but a lot of subtlety. Not a lot of subtlety in this palette. I find the color so easy to work with. It doesn't bother me, but it is something that a lot of you brought up with the Charlotte Tilbury. So I wanted to bring it up. Let's take a look now. What I have done is left those Patrick Ta Rose Major Dimension 2 shades at the bottom of my arm. Then above it, I'm going to show you here on the left side is all 4 of the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Dreams, the new quad. All 4 shades right there on my arm. And then to the right and above the Patrick Ta, we have the relevant shades, which is most of them, the relevant shades of the Natasha Denona Retro palette. I did not bother swatching the light pink and whites and things that just weren't relevant. And so you can see there's a lot of similarities, Now, I probably missed some. I love to go into comparisons. Happy to provide them for you. I don't tend to get out every palette I own. I was really tempted, like, what mother shades hit this, what this and that. I just let you guys dictate that. I try to keep this a little bit more concise and businesslike. And then all of your requests I can throw over on Instagram. I can even repeat these over on Instagram if you need a still photo or something like that. You just ask. I am very happy to provide, and you can see I'm very timely with those swatches as well. So whatever you need, you just tell me and I'll get it for you. Okay, I want to go into the demo now so you can see me using this in my own inimitable, quick manner to get this look we have here, which I am quite pleased with. This is, I'm going to do a spoiler alert, my favorite of the 2 Patrick Ta palettes, and one of my favorite palette releases yet, even more so than the Charlotte Tilbury, which I really do love. What do you know? All right, so let's take a look at the demo right now. Okay, I can't wait to just like break into this palette. I brought over a whole bunch of Sonia G brushes, and from different collections of hers. Let's take a look at what we got here. I'm going to open up the Ta flap, as I like to call it, and we'll see what we can delve into. Now, remember, and I do believe I mentioned this, you can layer this cream. I'm going to do just a little bit of the cream here on my lid, and really you can do as you please. You can put on the cream like I'm doing here. You can just put on the cream gently with your fingers. You could put the cream on over your eye look, just kind of intensify it. You could do it under. I'm just trying it under today and dropping the brush. Whoops. You could try it under like I am, and I'm just kind of just coating the whole eye with it, even a little bit underneath. just to kind of give the powder something to stick on. But you know, if you wanted to do it on top, we know that Patrick Ta is a big fan of applying the cream over the top of powder. So, you know, suit yourself, do what you want to do. This is actually a Wayne Goss brush number 18. And I am going to first, and now that I put that powder on, I'm going to try to go in with this shade right here. If these shades have names, it looks like they do, I will put that up on the screen. And since I have this nice color already on the lids, I'm just going to take this powder color here and do it in windshield wiper motions back and forth over the cream. I didn't go with the lightest. Normally I would. It's kind of a good formula for applying eyeshadow if you ever kind of get lost. I know most of you guys don't, but if you do, lightest to darkest kind of work. But I didn't go that way today. Ooh, that's so pretty. And I take mine up just a little bit more because I have hooded eyes. And with hooded eyes, you really need to put on your eye makeup with your eyes open because that's how you see what everybody else sees. And I'm taking this little, remember this set from Sonia G, and I'm just going to go into it as well and kind of run it under the eye. What a pretty, pretty look. I can't wait to mess with these duochromes and such in here. Okay, let's take this beautiful, beautiful shade right here. And I am going to take this Sonia G Pro brush and put it in right here. Just kind of tap it off a little bit and just darken the sides of my eyes here just a little bit. I just want something just a little bit smoky and a little bit everyday. You can do anything you want with these palettes. This is such a nice formula. I have a viewer who wrote in comments, would this be good if your eyes are mature? Yes, these shades are great if you're young and have tight eyelids, if you're middle-aged and have more movable eyelids, the skin on your eyelids, and if you're even older than middle-aged and have very movable skin on your eyelids, this is really good. These lay really nicely. You know, it isn't so much if it's formulated for the age of the user. Is it a nice makeup product? That's really what the question becomes. Is it nice? Is it finely milled? Is the powder beautiful? And that's what kind of, you want something that would work on every eyelid. And these days, things are formulated pretty nicely, you know, especially in high-end and luxury makeup. But these, I don't want you won't have any problems worrying about these. Okay, I am going to take this little Lotus brush, and I'm going to take this really pretty shade here at the end. And I'm just going to kind of go into the inner corner with that just shimmer right there. And then I get to take, wow, one of these. Let's do this one. And I'm just going to kind of dot into the center. These are just kind of sparkly, duochromy shades. And actually, it's such a topper shade. I see I can go kind of over the lid and just get that very ethereal, pretty look. I have some Patrick Ta mascara at the ready, and one of the eyeliners from his first collection. They aren't my absolute favorite, so I didn't get any more with this one. But I'm going to go ahead and put on the one I have, the brown. I have a brown one, and some of his mascara, which I like a lot, and I'll be right back. Stay right there. In my opinion, this is a winner. Let me show you my finished look. You know, it's kind of fun. I had let the Patrick Ta mascara, I'm embarrassed to say, I had let it sit a little bit in a drawer because, you know, I'm always testing new mascaras, and I probably have 15 of them open right now. I'm not bragging about it. It's unfortunate. It's wasteful. But I thought, let me try it. It's been sitting around for a few months. It's great. No smell, no change. It's a nice mascara, and I actually like the way it performed today even more, wouldn't you know? So I've got a whole Patrick Ta look on here. This, you guys, to me is a winner. I like the shades even more than the first Patrick Ta palette with the kind of camel shades in it. I think the richness of these is lovely. I'm really enjoying both of these cream shades over or under the shadow. And I'll be wearing this palette a lot in a bunch of videos coming up because I've got a lot of, like I said, Sephora videos and hauls, and everyone wants to see this palette. So I'll wear it in a few different ways. This is definitely an instant favorite. I actually am almost, is it because it's new? I'm almost preferring it to the palettes that I swatched it next to. Is that blasphemous? This is good. I really enjoyed Patrick Ta's first eye palette, but this one I think beats it. Now I like a nice rosy palette, so we do know that. Did you get it? I ended up getting two. I'm embarrassed to say I will return one. It was sold out at Sephora, so I got this one from Patrick Ta. The shop, it's here in LA. So that came to me, and I guess I'll return the Sephora one, but I'll include it in my Sephora haul because it was meant for that. So you'll be seeing this in future videos. I want to know what your comments are and what your thoughts are, and I need to know what other swatches and comparisons that you need from me, because I am quite happy to do whatever it is that you need while the sale is on. And of course on the Patrick Ta website, you can, I think if it's your first order, you get like 15% off. So that's pretty darn close. If you're not Rouge, it might be closer or closest. I don't know. We'll see. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss any of the fun. We got some really good stuff coming up with the Sephora sale hauls. Woo! See you in the next video. Bye-bye.